Welcome to the second of our Tarot Talk videos. We're currently working our way through the Major Arcana, which is the portion of the deck that has all the major events in it. The card we're looking at today is the Magician, which is numbered number 1. And what we see here with the Magician is that he has a table in front of him with all of these symbols which actually represent the suits in the minor arcana. So we've got the cup, we've got the coin, the swords and the wand. So if you have your deck with you, I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite, but you can use pretty much any deck with this. So what does the Magician say to you when you look at it? If you have your card to hand, pick it up, or just use my video one. Just take a moment to allow the card time to speak to you. What pops into your head? Jot it down on a piece of paper if you want to. Now, when you look at the items on the bench in front of him and look at his body language, along with the foliage around him, what does it bring to mind? So, the Magician is very powerful, and with power comes responsibility. If we do not understand our power and strength, or do not use them wisely, we can actually cause more harm than good. So, for instance, think of Mickey Mouse in The Sorcerer's Apprentice. He really wanted the power to be able to create spells. And he found a way to do it, but unfortunately, he hadn't thought about how to stop it. So he wielded his power, but he didn't fully understand what he was unleashing. The Magician represents the ability to communicate between heaven and earth. This is represented by the Magician's hand, which is in the air, and the other one which is pointing down to the earth. So if this card were to come up in a reading, it may be referring to the ability for mediumship with that person that you're reading for. The items on the bench, as we said, are representative of the 4 suits in the minor arcana, and we'll look at them in more depth later in the series. They represent swords, pentacles, cups and wands. So the Magician has all the tools at his disposal to take the journey through life. He's well equipped to cope with everything that may come his way, and he's so full of potential that he has yet to really get going on his journey. But the key here is actually for him to realise that he has all the tools at his disposal. And many of us look at our lives and we want somebody else to come and wave their magic wand and make life perfect, when actually what we need to do is look at ourselves and look at what we can do to improve things. So the question is, with the Magician, does he use the tools to empower himself, or does he ignore the potential of the tools he has? The answer there is really only time will tell. I love this card. It's all about the power we hold within us. It's about harnessing that to achieve so much, but it can equally slip through our fingers if we allow it to. So have a little look through the cards, see how you feel about this card. Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel bad? Does it not really flow for you, or does it just feel like you can think of 1,000,001 things that this card says to you? And just again, keep a note. I always recommend a tarot journal, and if you've watched this series from the beginning, then you'll know that. So this is your key time to start writing down your impressions. So I hope that helps, and I look forward to the next card. So do check back in and have a look.